My name is Nassine Saabs.
Stranded with no way in or out. Heavy rain has turned the Nevada desert into mud. And tonight, 70,000 people at the Burning Man Festival have been told to shelter and to conserve food and water.
A giant desert gathering turned to muddy mayhem.
It is soaking wet here at Burning Man. Look at this water.
These festival goers ankle deep at America's annual Burning Man Festival after heavy rain pummeled the normally arid land.
Burning Man, water man, so much water.
Thousands of portable toilets are out of use and they can't be emptied due to the weather conditions.
They shut the water down. I'm walking around helping pull power cables out of the ground so they don't get stuck in the mud.
Festival organisers have been forced to halt vehicles travelling in or out, warning attendees to conserve their food and water and to stay warm.
This is the Joeseph Clement Show. I'm your host, Joeseph Clement. Let's get started. Burning Man is a satanic Luciferian military, psychological intelligence operation, and the attendees are actually pay pigs. And for those of you that don't know what pay pig means, pay pig is basically a financial domination term that describes someone who gets sexually pleasured and aroused when someone goes to them and tells them to give me money. So basically it's like they get some kind of weird sexual thing when someone is demanding money from them. So it's kind of a play on words of guinea pig, but I think that pay pig is a better term to use to classify the attendees that go to Burning Man. So why do I say it is Army intelligence operation? Well, it's pretty well known. There's a lot of documentaries now out on YouTube, on the internet. A lot of things have been written. A lot of articles have been written regarding Burning Man and regarding what goes on there, regarding the satanic Luciferian demonic occult activities and rituals that go on there. So it's basically what it's, let's actually talk about the above board thing of what Burning Man is. And then let's dig a little bit deeper. And let's actually then discuss what is actually going on regarding what Burning Man is. So Burning Man sells itself as a festival, a music festival, a party, a giant party that takes place out in the desert of the Western United States. However often it takes place, I don't really care how often it takes place. It takes place fairly often. And there is a lot of technology that's involved. A lot of people go and a lot of people get together, and it's just a nice, fun, super happy, fun time experience where you can hang out and chill out with like-minded individuals and have a nice, grand old fun time. So that is what it's originally billed as. Something like that. So it sounds nice, and it sounds good, and it sounds desirable to go to a party if you're into parties and whatnot. However, like almost everything that exists in this world, it is presented as one thing, It is billed as one thing, but it's actually something that is completely different than what it is. And it does not describe what it actually is, okay? So some of the things that take place there are orgiastic rituals, number one, okay? So that is satanic Luciferian in nature, okay? It is not normal to engage in mass sexual things with a whole bunch of people all having sex with each other. That is not good, okay? It is not good. That is a form of satanic Luciferian worship, okay? That is worshiping the devil. If someone is going to do that, okay, if someone is going to engage with a whole bunch of other people in something like that, that is a form of devil worship, okay? And so what happens is devils get conjured from that, okay? And devils, evil spirits, okay, demonic, satanic beings that hate Jesus Christ, who is God, then go and jump inside of the person's body and possess the people and possess the person. But see, it's not only the occultic side of the Luciferianism and the Satanism that is going on. The attendees are pay pigs actually means that these people are paying money, a lot of money, because it's not cheap to go. It's not free. You have to pay. Okay, these people are paying money. Okay, that's why I call them pay pigs, because they are. These people are paying money to have satanic Luciferian, okay, army intelligence, military intelligence, central intelligence, defense intelligence, okay, out of the Pentagon, okay, of the United States military, which is satanic and Luciferian in nature, which it is. That it is from top to bottom. The Pentagon is a satanic Luciferian organization, as is the structure of the United States military in general. All the people at the highest levels are satanic Luciferian devil worshippers who are demon-possessed people, who are part of secret societies, who hate Jesus Christ, who hate God, and who hate you, and who want to either kill you if they can't find a use for you, or if they find a use for you, want you to be their slave. So they run experiments using the tech companies of the United States because they are connected to military. Okay, tech and military always go hand in hand with each other. And tech and military has always gone hand in hand with each other. You wouldn't have a military if you didn't have the technology to go along with it. Without the technology, the military is nothing. You need the technology for the military to work. It's quote unquote magic, quote unquote, okay? To use that, to borrow that term, to borrow that expression. So the attendees are pay pigs because they're paying to get experimented on with the new tech. Even though it's not necessarily new, but basically the way that it works is these demonic people who are mind-controlled, demon-possessed, and worship the devil, they need sometimes to test the efficacy of their new, brand spanking new weapon systems, okay? So there's various psychological warfare weapon systems that are constantly being run, constantly being tested, constantly being perfected. And it is the kind of alpha version or the beta version, to use software language. Okay, it is the pre-release version, okay, is released on the Pay Pigs attendees at Burning Man, and then it is released into the wider public of the United States specifically, okay? Burning Man is a very U.S. thing, okay? It is very U.S. in culture, and the culture of Burning Man is 100% contrived. It's not an organic culture. The culture is a contrived culture. It is a culture where it was created and made up by the satanic Luciferians out of the military industrial complex of the United States government. That is where the Burning Man comes from. That's what it's for. So in addition to the testing of their psychological warfare weapon systems, operations, tactics, strategies, and techniques used on the Pay Pig attendees at Burning Man. There's also the devil worshipping aspect all mixed together. So you have the perfect storm. You have this double storm of being tested on like a guinea pig, along with the devil worship that goes on there together, all together. And so this is constantly happening. It's continually happening. Of course, the pay pigs at the Burning Man, most of them will continue to be pay pigs because they just don't know any better. The ones that were former pay pigs that have gone there and then exposed it, and then they say, oh man, this is like really not good. I'm not going to go back to Burning Man ever again. I'm going to expose this. Well, they're no longer pay pigs because they learned their lesson. And so that's about it. I just wanted to touch upon that, and it's not going to be too long. I'm going to end it here. And it's just something to think about, where always be very mindful and always be very careful regarding whatever festivals or whatever that you happen to be trying to go to. Okay? Always do your research on festivals, events. Whenever there's a large group of people all in one place, you want to do your research. You want to do your homework. You want to fully understand what it is that you're getting yourself involved into. Okay? Don't believe the marketing hype of things. Do your own homework, do your own research, and figure it out for yourself before you get involved in these mass group activities, because you could be getting involved in something very demonic that could haunt your life. And I'm sure you don't want your life to be haunted because you went to some place, or you went to something, or you participated in something. You have to protect yourself because this is the world. And in the world, there are many devils. Okay? That's it.